Thank you, Richard and Trupti, for the sharp insights and energy you brought to the stage. Reimagining performance metrics in the age of AI is no small task, and your perspectives gave us a fresh lens to approach it. Now, we turn our focus to the power of agentic workflows, a game changer in enterprise automation. In this live demo by Kore.ai, we'll see how autonomous AI agents capable of reasoning, calling APIs, and orchestrating tasks can connect siloed systems and automate end-to-end processes, whether it's ticket triage, order fulfillment, or complex workflow execution, all in just a few clicks. Leading this demo is Dinesh Bhukya, Director of Partnerships at Kore.ai, with a background as a software engineer and now a trusted advisor to enterprise clients. Dinesh brings deep technical and business insight into how to adopt AI the right way. Dinesh and Shrija, the floor is yours.
Hello everyone, I'm Shrija, your moderator for today's Kore.ai showcase. All here to share the flow, field your questions, and keep us on the schedule. With introductions complete with our AI avatar, let's jump right in. Dinesh, the stage is all yours to showcase us how agentic workflows come to life.
Thank you very much, Srija. And thank you very much for the network science team also to for giving a chance to Core so that we can present our product to the audience here. And welcome everyone, and thank you very much for joining us today. I'm excited to bring this insightful session on how you can explore Core and how Core basically has been transforming businesses across the globe by delivering real value through AI. Um, Let me quickly share my screen as well so you can see how. Is my screen visible?
Voting Dinesh. Yeah, it's visible.
Right. So let me actually start off by prefacing what the AI industry has gone through in over a decade, right? I've been part of the conversational AI industry for over 8 years now, and I've seen the industry grow from just being a typical click-based, non-intelligent virtual assistant or a chatbot solution to what it is today. Basically, a sensible solution which can replicate how a human experience or a human conversation could look like, but more importantly, a conversation or you talking to a solution that can reason with you, that has some level of intelligence, that can understand what you're going through, and is trying to sort of address what your day-to-day needs would look like. Now, this has been made possible with the onset of generative AI that happened a couple of years ago, which all of us basically also use on a day-to-day basis. This will be the chat GPTs of the world or the Claudes and the Anthropics of the world as well. Honestly, the onset of generative AI has propelled the success of conversational AI and our industry to a new age where the art of possible has changed quite significantly. We bring we bring over 10 years of with over a decade of experience and innovation into the space itself. We were initially identified as an innovator among the conversational AI peers and within the industry itself, and we have been consistently nominated and we have been consistently marked as a leader in the space of conversational AI and enterprise AI for over 3 years now. Fortunately, I also want to share that just 3 days ago, Gartner came up with their emerging magic quadrant for generative AI, and Core is still one of the leaders across the globe as well, leading the pack and bringing innovation to the whole generative AI space. So I'm happy to share that with the audience here too. So with over a decade of innovation, right, we've had the privilege of actually working with 400 plus enterprises across the globe as our customers. And with every single interaction that we have had with an enterprise, we have learned something new about what industries need, what enterprises need, and what exactly is the need of the hour as well. And we have grown from just being a platform company to today offering a suite of solutions that essentially cater to an enterprise across multiple functions without any limitations of which enterprise we are talking to or which industry the enterprise is hailing from as well. So we've been an industry agnostic solution right from day one, and we've also been a function agnostic product as well. And our value and vision was only one right from day one. It was to basically provide or to build a solution which an enterprise can call as a one-stop shop for anything and everything related to an AI need, and reimagining what their operations could look like and how their experiences could vary. And as part of this, we have done some of the largest deployments across the globe when it comes to purely the conversational AI elements itself. However, with the onset of generative AI, it's all agentic now, and we are in the process of actually deploying solutions with some of the prominent names like Morgan Stanley out there, with agentic applications and agentic workflows automations using our agentic platform as well. Now, these are some of the names that you come across day in, day out, and you would be seeing every single day as well. I can give you examples of Citibank, probably Cigna or Frontier Communications. These are leaders among their industries, and we have in fact had the privilege of just starting off with one single use case, probably something similar to an employee experience solution, and then scaling up across across multiple functions and across basically their enterprise requirements. Right? What is basically the art of possible, and what Core brings to the table, essentially from an automation perspective, and basically from an AI perspective, right? We have every single interaction that we have had with our enterprise, like I said, led us to understand what an enterprise would need, and essentially what we could offer as well. So at Kore.ai, we provide a comprehensive suite of AI offerings that are designated to address every dimension of your organization, from a typical employee experience angle, which generally is ignored within an enterprise, to process automation, which someone like a UiPath or an automation anywhere was essentially dealing previously, but which was more rudimentary, to customer engagement, which is the heart of every single enterprise. Now, breaking down into what each of these categories or segmentations mean, and each of these offerings mean, we also looked at an enterprise from a similar angle, right? Similar perspective, where we wanted to break down the experiences and enterprise into multiple experiences and provide solutions that can cater to these. And we have built our solutions ground up, essentially focusing on what each of these experiences mean to an enterprise, and how we can reimagine the operations of that particular function and that particular experience. Let me start off by talking about the AI for service or the customer experience offering itself. We have a dedicated product that essentially caters to the customer experience or the customer journey of every single user or every single customer in an enterprise. Now, think of what a customer would require and how their interaction with an enterprise would look like, and we have essentially done that by catering to multiple touch points within the customer's journey itself. The first and foremost, which a lot of us would be interacting even today, is basically your typical chatbots or voice bots, or I would not want to call it just a bot, but basically intelligent virtual assistants, which are currently available on your digital channels or on your voice channels as well. So using Kore.ai solution, you can essentially build virtual assistants that have an omni-channel presence, omni-channel experience, that can interact with your customers across multiple channels, and that are aimed at essentially providing better self-service, that are aimed at improving how the customer interactions are, giving them better access to information, and trying to address their queries and their challenges as quickly, as efficiently as possible, which is where a lot of the investment of an enterprise goes towards. Now, while we are aiming to do that, the technology is currently at a stage where we are probably able to handle, say, 50, 60, or 70% of the queries that are coming in. But there is some kind of human intervention required, and that is where a lot of the investment actually goes towards as well. And that is where agents typically come into play. So agents and the contact center environment, the ecosystem itself is quite huge, quite massive, and essentially that is a cost center for an enterprise as well. And talking about just the cost center or the contact center ecosystem itself, there is a lot that goes into enabling an agent and making sure that an agent experience the agent's say interaction with the customer is as efficient too. So to cater to that and to make sure that to make sure that every single interaction is efficient, is as good of as an experience a customer could have, we have we have designed and built a CCaaS solution which makes sure that the agent interactions or the agent interfaces are much more seamless, are unified so that they do not work around trying to juggle multiple things at the same time. But we also have a solution that we have built which is specifically catering to assisting the agent as well. And the idea for this came after after trying to basically address challenges that our enterprises have, right? From a contact center perspective, which is agents typically tend to juggle between multiple backend systems trying to pick information. And that is a time-taking process. And in the process of this, there is a lot of information loss that happens. In certain cases, the agents are not actually up to speed of what new up-to-date say policies might be, or what is a better recommendation to be given, and so on and so forth as well. So we have a solution which is called as Agent Assist, which essentially caters to that. Agent Assist as a product is a listening in solution, which listens into the conversation that the agent is having, and it basically recommends what the next best action would be. It performs tasks on behalf of the agent so that the times that the agent is spending with the customer is reduced and is basically made as efficient as possible. So in the entire journey of a customer interaction, where you're trying to improve the self-service as the first level of touch point, you're also sort of improving the agent experience as well using our CCaaS product as well as the agent assist solution, which also translates into better customer experience. Now, every single place where we have deployed our AI for service product, we have seen better average handle time, AHTs as we call it. We have seen better response times. We have seen reduced cost per call, which is a huge savings for enterprises from a cost center perspective. We have actually seen efficient contact centers, and we have basically seen operations improve by at least 20-30% as a bare minimum as well. I'll take a quick pause, Shrija. I'm checking with you if there are any questions so far.
Yeah. So Dinesh, you talked about AI for services. Basically caters to a good customer experience, right?
Mhm,
So, but like I want this comes from the audiences.
mhm,
What pain points were customers or enterprises were shouting the loudest, which
mhm.
pushed Kore.ai to build a agent-centric platform instead of doubling down on classic chatbots?
Hmm. So that's basically an approach which every enterprise took, right? Which was trying to basically build virtual assistants and improving just one layer of the customer journey itself, which is the self-service aspect of it. However, after talking to the chatbots, and if a bot is sort of restricted by what it is taught and what it is asked to perform, and if a customer has a request or a requirement which is out of the bot's say gamut, then the bot that would not know what to respond and does not basically understand how to respond as well. So in those cases, they would end up interacting with an agent. And yes, the AI industry is still evolving and it is evolving at a rapid pace, but we have not achieved, or we have not reached a point in the industry's evolution at a stage where we have an agentless contact. We are taking an agentless contact center approach, right? So there are agents, and I would say at least 60-70% of the conversations that are happening today with every single enterprise are actually happening through an agent itself. So it is still a huge percentage of say conversations or interactions that are happening from an enterprise perspective, which needed to be addressed so that the customer experience at the end of the day is also mitigated, and it is improved upon, not just the first level of interactions.
True. True.
Right.
Yes, Vipin. Yeah, you can move ahead.
Right. Now, the second area of improvement that enterprises can look at, and where they have actually been doubling down, is employee experience. And this was an area that was neglected for a very long time, I would say. Enterprises only sort of looked at employee experience because they wanted to test the solutions initially. But with the power of AI and with what Core basically brings to the table, enterprises today have started to look at employee experience or products related to employee experience as a way to improve employee productivity and provide a general better experience for an employee itself, because that also translates into better work culture and employee being much more satisfied with their employment, with their job as well. So what our AI for work solution caters to is essentially that. And we have looked at this quite hard. In fact, we have retrospected ourselves within our organization as well to understand what our pain points are from a day-to-day perspective, to understand what every employee's journey would look like. And that this is from a different say enterprises standpoint as well, right? Even if the enterprises or if the organization is say only has about 1,000 employees, or if it is a conglomerate that has about 100,000 or a 300,000 employee count, we try to understand what is the average journey of an employee every single day, and that brought us to certain tasks or activities that we perform and we do day in day out. One is basically us trying to search for information. Typically, we try to search for this information on our shared services desks, or probably our drives, or say Dropboxes, one desks, and so on and so forth. And every single time you're trying to find an information, it is a hassle. I at least spend at least 10 minutes if I'm trying to find some kind of a document or some kind of a point within my drive and within our enterprise drive as well. So we wanted to sort of address that, basically make the search experience simpler and search experience accurate. That was the primary objective of AI for work. And with the search experience basically came the democratization of knowledge itself, and where I'm trying to basically maybe find a policy document, probably which is hidden in my drive, or I'm trying to basically find some kind of information, or information related to a particular opportunity or a deal that I did a year ago, trying to find some nitty-gritty details of a particular opportunity. um, all of this, while it was still available, it was accessible, I had to do a lot of digging, has now become much more simpler, and it is only a sentence away for me. If I'm writing a prompt that I need a particular detail on some deal I did a year ago and what were the details of that particular opportunity, I can get that immediately. Now, I don't have to spend maybe like 10 minutes or 15 minutes any longer, right? And that was the baseline understanding of how to of what we would want to improve from an employee experience perspective. However, we also noticed that there are needs that an employee has purely from a function perspective as well, which is, if it is IT, if I'm logged out of my system, password reset is one of the most commonly seen use cases. In fact, I would say 80% of our ITSM related use cases are around password resets, employees being locked out of their systems. And we wanted to take that and address the IT service management journey itself. And we have gone ahead and we have built a solution, a pre-built bot, which basically caters to the ITSM product itself, or ITSM journey. We have done something similar for HR, and we have also done something similar for recruitment. So the idea is, whenever anything to do with anything that an employee has to do with IT or HR or search, their one-stop shop is going to be the AI for work solution itself, where they reach out to the product. It can be on any of your channels. Again, all of our products have omni-channel experiences, so it can be on your Teams, it can be on a Slack, it can be on GChat. You basically just go to our AI for work product and ask for information, then it is resolved in the next 5 to 10 seconds. So that is the power of it.
Basically, it's classes as time for employees to find out the documents. So I'm really
Absolutely.
excited to see the demo of the platform. If you can just demonstrate to us and our audiences.
Right. Um, yeah, so I'll quickly actually cover the A for process piece as well, and we'll then go to the demo. What I have planned for you today is essentially the end-to-end experience of a customer, where you'll see the bot experience and also you'll see the agent experience as well, sort of everything being brought together for you to understand how the bot's journey would look. Now, before I do that, the newest addition is basically the process automation piece. And when I'm referring to process automation is basically an application experience which is being called as agentic AI today. Now, agentic AI is basically a very interesting product that we are currently bringing to the table, right? All of the solutions that I've talked about, be it AI for service or AI for work, there was some kind of development effort that went into building these solutions, defining what each of these solutions would do, and how how these are being built ground up. However, it is now prompt driven, and everything is words, everything is sentences. You basically ask you want to just write a couple of lines of prompts and you want a solution to be built, and that is essentially what you'll be able to do going forward using our AI for process platform as well. So it is a no code low code solution, and the idea behind this is to basically build your own AI agents that are specifically being that are catering to one particular need or a one particular use case. While you're be able to build your AI agents, you're also able to build your agentic apps as well. Agentic apps are those applications typically which are catering to automating or which are addressing the complex journeys and complex workflows that you would have within your organization as well. Typically, something that would have been done by an RPA system, you can now build those RPA systems or process automation applications using our AI for process platform. And it is not a development heavy effort at all going forward. It is all prompt driven as well. And we have made sure that all of this is sort of brought to you, and the development journey and the using journey is also made much more simpler using our prompt libraries, and all of the governance is in place as well. And the much more important aspect of AI for process is that now enterprises can actually build their own custom language models as well. And this is an interesting area that every enterprise would be needing and have been asking for as well, because all the commercial models or open source models that you see out there, they have generic knowledge of they have generic knowledge and capabilities, but they are not enterprise specific or they're not industry specific. And there is also the challenge of hallucinations that come into when you're using language models that have no guardrails in place. So our AI for process basically uses those capabilities of language models that are available out there, and we use the enterprise's data. We sort of club both of those, build a guardrail, build a guardrail within all of the data to make sure that the hallucination issues of typical language models and all of the governance and compliance aspects or frameworks are put in place. And then that now becomes an enterprise centric and enterprise IP language model as well. So all of these are sort of built, and they are possible. They are made possible as of today using our AI for process platform. Right. Any questions before I switch to the demo, Srija?
Uh, yeah, we can switch to demo. Dinesh.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so what you're going to see next is basically a short video of the entire end-to-end journey of a customer itself from start to finish. So you'll basically see a digital experience of a bot interacting with the customer, and then how the agent transfers are going to happen, and how the agent assist system is basically supporting the agent with their interactions too. I particularly wanted to use this demo because it is in a different language as of now, but I want you to know that multilingual capabilities are something that our platform and our solutions are equipped with. And the idea is that enterprises basically are not catering to one single country or one single demographic. They end up being served, or they end up serving customers across the globe as well. So our platform basically supports roughly about 108 languages. That covers a lot of Indian languages, but at the same time a lot of international languages as well. We support about 25 European languages and about 35 Asian languages too. What you're seeing so far is basically just a bot experience on the right side where the user has asked to transfer to an agent. And as soon as the agent picks up, you'll see that on the right-hand side is basically where the this is the agent desktop interface, by the way. So you'll see all the user's information. The user is identified, the history of conversations that are happening, and any important information related to the user itself. And this is the agent assist solution, which is listening into the conversation that the agent is having with the customer. And what happens is whenever a user is transferred to an agent, we don't want the agent to repeat what the user's conversation has been or interaction has been, which is why we send a summary of what the conversation has been. We also send what their sentiment is. We basically send what their wait times are so that they understand every single detail of what the user has gone through in the past, say, a few minutes, and what they can help with going forward as well.
Okay, Dinesh. So once the users or the customers chat in this core agent,
Mhm.
they get directed to your agentic workflow, wherein the summary is also given of the previous chat, so that the conversation doesn't get repeated, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Quick time check. How many minutes do we have left, Shrija? I actually have one other example that I want to show, a video, basically, which is much more Indian centric. But it also shows a similar experience, but it is a detailed outbound kind of experience as well.
You have 13 minutes.
Okay. Okay. So let me do this. So this is basically the experience that you're seeing, but it is a similar experience, more from an Indian perspective. So give me 1 second. Let me quickly switch that. Okay, I think I need to reshare because the audio. Um, I- are you able to hear the audio, Shrija? Is it audible?
Okay, Dinesh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Uh, is this? I can see the dashboard that you have shared
Okay.
right now.
Okay, let me actually reshare. Give me 1 second. Mm, Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see this.
Okay. So I'm going on mute. This is audio. So this basically has an audio as well. So I'm just going to go on mute. If there are any questions, Shrija, just let me know. Yeah.
Yeah, Dinesh. Go ahead.
Hi, today I'm going to demonstrate a agent assist solution for a credit card sales scenario. So I'm just initiating a call to my number.
is your personal relationship manager from Axis Bank. Thanks for showing interest in Axis Bank credit cards. I am here to assist you in choosing the perfect credit card to suit your needs. Is this a good time to talk now?
Yes, we can talk.
I will need to get an agent on the line to help you with that. Please hold while I find an available. Thank you for waiting. You are now connected with connection.
Yeah, hello user. Thanks for connecting. How can I help you today? I heard you are running some good offers. Can you suggest me some good credit card for my? Sure, definitely. Thanks for showing interest. Before we proceed, request you to answer few basic information to know more about your preference to find a suitable card. On what categories do you spend your money mostly, like shopping, dining, traveling, etc.? I like traveling. I used to travel both international and domestic. Thanks for answering that. And how much of your money you spend mostly on this particular category in a month? I spend around 60,000. Do you wish to opt for a card that offers reward points or cashback every time you spend? I would prefer for both reward points as well as the cashback. Thanks for answering all the questions. Just to revalidate, you were interested in travel. You travel, you spend around 60,000 every month, and you would prefer for both reward points as well as cashback. So what we have for you today is for suitable for your travel and cashback requirement, we have MyWings credit card. So this credit card offers special features of air, railway, and road travel, and you can also avail cashback on all bus tickets, railway tickets, domestic flight tickets, or airport launches or car rental bookings. Additionally, you can also get a cashback on online ticket booking, hotel and holiday vouchers, rupees 10,000 and rupees 100 on bus ticket booking, etc. So these are few benefits. Are you interested in this card? Do you have any airline specific cards? I frequently use Vistara to travel both domestic and international. If you can provide me some card related to Vistara, that would be helpful. Sure, definitely I can check that for you. We have partnerships with these kind of brands by which we provide co-branded credit cards for these requirements. And specific to Vistara, yes, there are two cards related to Vistara. The first one is Axis Bank Vistara Signature Credit Card, which offers benefits such as complimentary premium economy class, etc. And the other one is Vistara Infinite Credit Card, which offers complimentary business class ticket voucher as a welcome gift on fee payment. What is the joining fee or annual fees for Vistara Signature Credit Card? Sure, I can get that information for you. So, for Vistara Signature Card, the standard joining fee is rupees 3,000. The standard annual fee for the same card is also rupees 3,000. And how much is the forex markup charges for Vistara Signature Credit Card? Sure. The foreign exchange currency transaction fee for Vistara Signature Credit Card is 3.5 of the transaction value. Can you compare the features or benefits between Vistara Signature Credit Card and Vistara Infinite Credit Card? Sure, I can definitely help you with that request.
I'm going to stop the video here, but you get the general idea, right? So as you can see, the idea behind this particular solution that you're seeing on the screen is to make sure that the agent has all the information accessible to him immediately, him or her immediately while they're having the conversation, and also they are providing the most up-to-date information to the customers as well. This basically this addresses a few of the challenges that an agent also goes through their every single conversation, right? One is their training and their enablement is also sort of addressed with our agent assist solution. But while we are doing that, typically when an agent had to go through maybe like two or three systems to get this particular information, our agent assist solution can pull that information and can share that with the customer immediately as well. And this is just one of the examples of what can be done. There are scenarios that we can talk about where it is not just basically something of a product recommendation, but rebuttals can be handled using the agent assist solution. In fact, collections is basically a huge use case that we are currently seeing across the financial services industries, where they want the collection solutions to be supported by our agent assist solution if it is an agent conversing. Or we have organizations that are currently doing collection or outbound calling also using our virtual assistant solutions as well, because they are intelligent enough to have a conversation, to hold a conversation, to also respond to the user's query, irrespective of what kind of rebuttals are being received from the customer's end as well. So these are again on a very high level what is basically the art of possible um, from using Kore.ai itself. But what I've shown you today is not even scratching the surface, to be honest, because we are doing some very interesting implementations for some of our customers where we are reimagining their entire contact center as well, and we see millions of dollars of revenue savings that they are envisioning as well. And we are also sort of automating complex workflows and processes within the enterprise itself, and trying to sort of improve the entire operations of an enterprise as well. So happy to actually discuss much more in detail, but I know we are very limited on the time. Shrija, any questions from the audience?
So we have two questions.
Hmm.
We have only 4 minutes. Okay.
Sure.
While you were showcasing the demo, the context is the king, but the compliance is the king.
Hmm.
And in regulated industries, there are security and compliances frameworks, which I even saw in your PPT, which our
Hmm.
audiences might have also seen.
Hmm.
Compliances and security framework plays an important role, right?
Right.
And that
Right.
question pops up. Yes.
Hmm.
So how do you answer it?
Right. So we understand actually the importance of compliance and data security, right? And that was one of the primary reasons we wanted to build our entire solution ground up, because we didn't want dependencies on multiple products and multiple solutions, as we will not be able to control what is being done with the data as well. And which is why every single product that you see has been built ground up by Core and is proprietary to Core. Having said that, we made sure that there are frameworks within the platform that actually don't that handle information carefully. In fact, there every single chat or every single conversation is encrypted. We in fact support and we are compliant with GDPR, with PCI, which is payment card information, with HIPAA and so on and so forth. But we made sure that those frameworks are in place, which are securing the knowledge and the information that the user is sharing, and they are only visible, or they are only sort of evaluated by accessing some kind of a system of record in the backend, and nothing is stored within the product as well. This
Yes.
again is from a customer experience standpoint. And if it is employee experience, then everything is going to stay internal. So that aspect of the challenge is sort of curbed initially itself.
Thank you, Dinesh. It
Mhm.
was such a wonderful experience. Yeah.
No problem. You said there's two. So any other question?
Dinesh, you are good.
Okay. Uh, so I know that this was basically a very short webinar where I had to rush through a lot of details. In fact, if you leave me alone, I'm I can actually talk for the next couple of hours as well. But the industry is actually changing at a very rapid pace, right? And we, in fact, ourselves are reimagining how things are being done every 6 months, every year. Our products are actually going through that change as well. So there's a lot that can be achieved, and there's a lot that is being done as well. And with every passing day, we ourselves are actually learning a lot of capabilities that AI can bring to the table as well. So as we learn and as we grow through the journey, we are also making sure that an enterprise is able to leverage those capabilities and use it to their maximum extent using our technologies. And um, a lot of customers in India, in fact, are Reliance General Insurance, and there are a couple of other banks that I cannot talk about right now, but um, they have actually seen the power of the technology. And as you've seen on the screen previously, right, folks like Citibank or Cigna, PNC, they have seen the power of the technology. They have scaled up, and they are, as of today, using multiple solutions across the globe as well, just by understanding what is the power of the AI and what can be achieved within their organization as well. So I look forward to having these conversations much more in detail with you folks. And Network Science is our trusted partner to have these conversations as well. So as and when there's anything, please feel free to reach out, and we'll be more than happy to have a detailed conversation with all of you.
Thank you so much for such an insightful session. Yeah,
No problem. Yeah. Appreciate the time and have a wonderful day.
bye.